Hello, Miss Julia. How are you?
I'm fine.
Very good. How was your day today?
Good.
Very good. How's school going? You having a good time at school?
Yeah.
Very good. Your mom showed me your marks, getting A's. I'm so proud of you. That's a good job. How do you feel about that?
Nothing.
I see you battling a little bit with your speaking assessments. Don't you like the speaking assessments? Are they horrible?
Yes.
What don't you like about them? You mind telling me?
I don't know.
You just don't like speaking.
Yes.
So what about speaking don't you like? Maybe you can tell me the secret. Do you prefer listening rather instead of speaking?
Yes, because mm, I don't know how to speak.
Okay, well, that's fine. Would you like me to help you? I can help you. I don't mind. And then we'll do it nice and easy and we can do it at your pace. What do you think? Would you like to try? So what we can do, I'm thinking, if you say, teacher, today I'm ready, let's do this. We are going to do a speaking assessment together. You're like, great, we can do that. But if you say, teacher, not today, I'm not in the mood for speaking assessments, then we don't do speaking assessments that day. What do you think? Is that okay? You'd like to try with me?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So what we're going to do, let's see. What do you really love to do? What do you enjoy?
Playing game.
Playing games. Okay, that's great. So what is your favorite game to play?
Mm, I enjoy playing all kinds of games.
Okay, that's great. So that's wonderful. So this is going to be easy for you then. So what I'm going to ask you to do for teacher, this is going to be an extra piece of, it's not homework, it's not an assessment, it's just something that you're going to enjoy. Okay, so I would like you, for me, to write about your favorite game or write why do you like playing games? What about games? Fun and exciting. You do that for me.
Yes.
Lovely. So you're going to write that for me and then you're going to speak to me about it in class. And that's how we're going to start like that. Okay. So we're going to do baby steps and we're going to see how it goes. And then I'll always make sure that I speak to you about it. Okay. And we're going to do it together. How does that sound? Is that okay? Do you think that's good? Okay. That's going to be your first little exercise. Write about why you love games so much. Okay, Miss Julia? Okay, lovely stuff. So let us look over here. We are starting a new unit today. It looks like a fun unit too. I like this unit. It looks like there's just mess and chaos everywhere. Like there's a mouse and there's a bird. What do you see?
A person.
First, and what about this? What is this, do you think? What's going on here?
Mm, monster.
It looks like a little monster holding an umbrella. And then we've got a random boot just kicking away here. So what is the name of our unit today, Miss Julia?
Figure it out.
Very good. Okay. And we've got the big idea. What does it take to solve a problem? What do you think? What does it take to solve a problem? What do you think you need to solve a problem? Do you think you need a packet of sweets?
You need your brain.
There we go. Yes, you need your brain. That's a wonderful start. You need your brain. Very good. So what do you think your brain does? When there's a problem, what does your brain do?
Think.
Very good. And what does it think about?
The answer to the problem.
There we go. Absolutely. So we're going to go like this. Your brain thinks about the answer to the problem. You're 100% correct. Okay, so let us start. Can you read the problem solver on 97 for me?
If you have a problem, supersized or small, I've got some suggestions. Just give me a call. Do a lot of reading, study a reflect. Write down some solutions. Think before you act. If the problem is too hard, ask a friend or two. Teamwork's always better when there's work to do. Problems always pop up. Do not scream or cry. You'll find a solution if you only try.
Very good. Okay, so what does that mean? What do you understand about what you just read?
Mm. You need to think instead of just doing nothing to solve the problem.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, so the big idea here is very important that you need to think and come up with a solution instead of doing nothing. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Very good. Can you think about a problem that you may have had this week or maybe last week and you had to try and fix it? Can you tell me about it?
A.
You had a problem with homework, maybe you had a problem at school. Ah, that's a good one. Okay, so that was the problem. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That always seems to be the problem. And what was your solution?
Study.
Very good. And did it help?
Yes, it did.
How do you think you did after you studied? How did you feel about it?
Puzzle.
Okay, so you are correct though. Sometimes your solution may work or sometimes it may not work, but that is okay. That is why you try again. The point is that you don't sit around and do nothing. You could have sat and watched TV and eaten sweets and did not study, but instead you decided to study. Okay, and that is very, very important. You found a good solution to a test, to a problem. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very good. So let us see, why is working together a good way to solve a problem? What does that achieve?
The answer.
Achieves the answer, that is correct, but how does it achieve the answer? Why can't I just think of the answer instead of having three other people help? What does working together do?
Take time.
Very good. And don't you think maybe you'd get to the answer a lot faster?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a saying that says many minds are better than one mind. So it is better to have different people think of different ways and solutions instead of you constantly thinking. Okay, you can become very mentally exhausted. So if you have lots of people working together, it works a lot faster and it is more efficient. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Very good. So if you work together, you work a lot faster. Very good. Okay, so let us look here. Can you read this for me, please?
Working together, there was a problem, and these friends figured out what to do. Now they are working together to solve it. Working together is a good way to solve problems. Cooperation makes the job easier.
Very good. Okay, so what does cooperation mean?
It means to cooperate.
Okay, try think you are correct, but try think of another word to describe cooperate or cooperation without using those words.
Mm. To do something together instead of just doing it alone.
Very good. Yes. So cooperation. Do it together.
Yeah.
Very good. Well done. Excellent answer. Oh, and teacher made. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Okay, Miss Julia, we're going to start from left to right today. I would like you to read your vocabulary words along with the sentences. So when you're ready, you can start for me.
A 10.
And now sentence.
Maria made an attempt to run a marathon.
Good. Our next word.
Furiously. The rattlesnake shook its tail furiously as a warning.
Our third word.
Awkward. The penguin looked awkward and clumsy.
Very good. Our next word.
Cooperation. I cleaned the floor faster with Becky's cooperation.
Good.
Creative. Him and his grandfather created a home for birds out of wood.
Okay.
Interfere. The rain is going to interfere with our ball game. Involved. Our class is involved in the school play.
And our last one for today.
Timid. The shy, timid kitten hid under the blanket.
Very good. Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to write the sentence and I want you to verbally say it out loud. So your first word that you're going to use to form your own sentence is awkward. What is your sentence for awkward?
Mm,
What does awkward mean?
It means that it is very straight.
Okay, very good. Or you feel out of place. You are not comfortable. So what sentence can you think of for the word awkward?
Mm, this person is very awkward because he went into a forest all by himself.
Okay, very good. Okay, that's excellent. Our next word is going to be furiously.
Mm, the rattlesnake shook its tail furiously at a wall.
No, not that one. A new sentence.
Mm, he waved his sword at the villagers dangerously.
Why do you want to use dangerously and not furiously? Are you waving a sword? There we go. He waved his sword at the villagers furiously. Very good. Okay, so we've got one more left. Let's use the word timid. What's your sentence for timid?
Mm, mm, the person was so timid that he couldn't go to the bathroom by himself.
The pressure was so timid that he couldn't go to the bathroom by himself. Is that correct?
But
Okay, think of a new one for me that's directed around emotion, whether it's an animal or a person.
mm, mm,
Think about your background and that word, and try to see if you can put those two together for me.
a rabbit is very timid.
Very good. Teacher's not typing properly today. There we go. The rabbit is very timid. Very good. Okay, so Miss Julia, before we move on to our story for today, do you have any questions with any one of these words that you may not understand?
No,
Okay, do you understand all of them? Are you sure?
yeah.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so we're going to read a folk tale today. Do you know what a folk tale is? Is it true, not true, is it fantasy? What is folk tale?
Folktale is a fantasy.
Good. Okay, so let us begin. What is the name of our story today?
Nancy learns a lesson.
Oh, okay. So let us start. You can start reading for me on page 103.
Nancy the spider lived alone and made his lunch by the same time each day. One afternoon, Turtle stopped by. I hate to get in and interfere with your meal, but those bananas look wonderful. Turtle
Said
said
turtle.
Turtle. I am so hungry. And knew he should share with others. It was a big part of his culture, but he was hungry and didn't want to share. He decided to play a trick on Turtle. Please help yourselves, Nancy said with a slight grin.
Okay, let's see what happens next. 104.
Turtle reached for the food. Shouldn't you wash your hands? Said Nancy. Oh, yes, Turtle said. When Turtle returned, Nancy had eaten half of the bananas. I didn't want the bananas to spoil, said Nancy. Turtle got closer and made another attempt to eat. Nancy stopped him again. Turtle, please go wash your hands, she said. Turtle knew his hands were clean, but Nancy still thought they were filthy. However, Turtle was too shy and timid to say no. When he returned, Nancy had eaten the rest of the fruit. Ha ha, I tricked you, Turtle, said Nancy. You didn't get any bananas.
Oh, that's mean. That's not very nice. Okay, so what happened next?
Turtle was angry at Nancy. He decided to teach the nasty spider a lesson. Please come to my house at the bottom of the lake for dinner tomorrow, said the Turtle. And Nancy quickly said yes. He left the food. Turtle couldn't cook Nancy alone, so he decided to ask Chris and get involved to help make a plan. Turtle found fish in the lake. Fish, I need your cooperation. We can
Your
cook.
help.
I need your help, he said. With your cooperation, we can trick Nancy. Nancy tricked Fish many times, so Fish was happy to help. Together, the two friends created a clever plan.
Okay, very good. So can you explain to me what did the spider do? And do you think it was very nice behavior or do you think it was ugly behavior? And if so, why?
It was a mean behavior because he didn't treat others well.
Very good. And do you think what Turtle's going to do is right? Or do you think what Turtle's going to do is wrong?
Wrong.
Okay, and why do you say that?
Right.
Okay, you can explain why do you think it's right?
Because he needed to teach Nancy a lesson.
Okay, so let us see what happens. What happens on 106?
Welcome, Nancy, said Turtle. Grab these stones and help yourself.
Read from here.
As
You're reading the wrong side. You're gonna miss the whole half the story.
next day, Nancy went to the lake. He met him at the water's edge. Come, Nancy, said Flip. We will swim to Turtle's house together. Nancy jumped into the water. He was clumsy and an awkward swimmer. He was also very light. How will I ever get down to Turtle's house? He cried. Fish knew what to say. Rab said, heavy stones into a sink. Now it float. And Nancy picked up some big stones and jumped down into the lake. And sank down. Fish swam at his side. At Turtle's house, and Nancy saw a wonderful feast of berries. Welcome, Nancy, said Turtle. Grab you stones and help yourself. As soon as Nancy dried the stones, she rocketed to the surface of the lake. Nancy sputtered furiously. Fish and Turtle took him quite angrily back to the bottom of the lake. Turtle and Fish left and left. We worked together and talked and Nancy and answered the turtle. What's a good way to solve a problem? Said the fish. Let's eat.
Very good. Okay, so Miss Julia, do you think that turtle and fish solved the problem by doing what they did?
No.
What do you think is going to happen now?
I don't know.
What do you think the healthy way is to fix that solution? What should a turtle done in the first place?
Tell somebody.
Do you not think that turtle telling spider that what you're doing is not very nice? And one day you're going to get a taste of your own medicine and you're not going to like it. Do you not think that would have been better?
Yeah.
Very good. So it's very important to remember just because someone is being ugly doesn't mean that you must drop to the same level as them. Okay. But if you know it is going to teach them a very, very good lesson and they need to learn a lesson to stop being so mean, then you can try and stop it then and there so it does not carry on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very good. Because mean behavior is never tolerated. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so Miss Julia, I'm very happy with your reading today. Okay, next time we're going to try and focus only on our reading and we're going to do drawing later. Okay, because we need to focus on our reading because we make very silly mistakes and very small mistakes when we're busy reading. Okay, so when we're reading, we're going to read. When we're busy with vocabulary, we're going to be busy with vocabulary. Okay, focus is very important. And then what we'll do with our lesson tomorrow, if our lesson goes off very well, then we can do some drawing right at the end of the lesson. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Miss Julia, what I want you to do for me today is just work on writing why you love games and what about games do you love. Okay, and then we're going to talk about it in class tomorrow. Okay, so don't forget to do that for me. And then I'll see you in class tomorrow. Okay, Miss Julia? Do you have any questions before we go?
No.
Okay, very good. Miss Julia, have a lovely afternoon and I will see you tomorrow. Okay.
Mm.
Bye.